The little girl clung to her mother's hand as they walked into the dimly lit hallway of the apartment building. Her small fingers trembled, and her mother gently squeezed them, trying to reassure her. They had agreed earlier to meet him here, hoping he could help. When he opened the door, he immediately noticed the fear in the child's eyes, fear no child should ever carry. His face tightened with concern as he knelt down to her level. "Hey, princess," he said softly, trying to catch her gaze. The girl only hid behind her mother's leg, clutching tighter. Her mother exhaled shakily, exhaustion filling her eyes. She had avoided reaching out for weeks, but now everything had crossed a line. The girl's hair was messy, her backpack half open, as if she had run out in a hurry. The silence felt heavy, almost suffocating. He looked up at her mother, who swallowed her tears. "She hasn't spoken all afternoon," she whispered, "and she won't let go of my hand." He nodded slowly, understanding the seriousness of the situation. The girl's shoulders shook as though she was trying not to cry. Carefully, he reached for a blanket on the couch and offered it to her. She hesitated, but accepted it. "Can you tell me what happened?" he asked gently, making sure not to pressure her. Her mother rubbed her back in slow circles, encouraging her to breathe. Finally, the girl whispered something so quiet that neither adult could understand. She kept staring at the floor, avoiding their eyes as if she feared punishment. The room fell silent again. Her mother finally took a seat, shoulders slumped. "She came home like this," she said, crying, shaking, "and when I picked her up, she just said, 'Mommy, please don't let him find me.'" His jaw tightened. He had known the family for years, but he had never seen the girl this terrified. Something had happened, something that demanded answers. He sat beside the little girl, keeping a respectful distance. "Sweetheart," he said, "you're safe here. No one can hurt you." The child looked up for the first time, her eyes red, her expression pleading. Her small voice cracked as she asked, "Are you sure?" He nodded firmly, giving her a promise he intended to keep. Slowly, she leaned into her mother's side. Her mother wrapped her arms around her, guilt squeezing her heart. "I should have known something was wrong earlier," she murmured. He shook his head. "Don't blame yourself. Just tell me everything you know." She inhaled deeply, trying to steady herself. "She was fine this morning," her mother said. "Happy, excited for school, but when I picked her up, she ran to me and wouldn't speak." The girl flinched at the mention of school. He noticed it immediately. "Something happened there," he said quietly. The mother nodded, tears slipping down her cheeks. The girl finally whispered, "He cornered me." Both adults froze. Her mother's hand trembled as she asked, "Who, baby? Who did this?" The girl hugged the blanket tighter. "A big boy," she said. "He pushed me near the lockers, said mean things." Her voice cracked again, her fear so raw it stung the air. He clenched his fists, but forced his voice to stay calm. "Did he hurt you?" The girl nodded weakly. "He grabbed my arm, and he wouldn't let go." Her mother gasped softly, pulling her closer. "Why didn't anyone stop him?" she cried. The girl shook her head. "No one saw." He moved closer, but still gentle. "Tell me his name." She hesitated, eyes darting around the room. "I don't want him to be mad," she whispered. He softened his tone even further. "Listen to me. You didn't do anything wrong." "He did, and we're going to protect you." The girl finally whispered the name. Her mother tensed instantly. She recognized it. It was a boy known for causing trouble, but no one had expected this. "I talked to the school before," she said, but they brushed it off. He shook his head in disbelief. "Not this time. I'm going with you tomorrow." The girl flinched again. "Do we have to go back?" she asked, voice trembling. He touched her shoulder lightly. "Not if you're scared. We can talk to the principal together. You don't have to see him at all." Her eyes softened a little at the reassurance. The mother nodded. "We'll keep you home tomorrow." The girl exhaled in relief and finally rested her head against her mother's lap. He stood up, pacing the room as he tried to calm his own frustration. "Kids shouldn't be afraid like this," he muttered. "Thank you for letting us come," her mother said. "I didn't know who else to call." He stopped pacing and faced her. "You did the right thing. I'm not letting this slide." His voice carried a firmness that made her feel less alone in the storm. He sat again, softer now. "You're safe," he told the girl once more. No one is going to touch you again. The girl peeked at him with timid trust forming in her eyes. Promise. He nodded. Promise. The mother stroked her daughter's hair, whispering soothing words. The girl's breathing finally slowed. She wasn't shaking anymore. The safety of the moment slowly wrapped around her like the blanket in her arms. After a few minutes, the girl whispered, "Can you stay with us?" He blinked, surprised but honored. "Of course," he said. "For as long as you want." Her tiny shoulders relaxed for the first time since she walked through the door. Her mother looked at him with grateful eyes. "We'll get through this," she said. He nodded. Together. The little girl leaned into her mother but kept her eyes on him, trust rebuilding piece by fragile piece. As the night settled in, he whispered the question he had held inside since the moment she arrived. "Sweetheart, who hurt you?" The girl looked up, no longer hiding, her voice steady for the first time. She answered, and he vowed right then that she would never fear again. Subscribe to this channel and like it, thank you.